We got some words right now from the King. Let's take a listen.
Hi, everybody. Well, before I get started on this interview, let me say first of all that there's nothing that I wanted more in the world than to be here live on television today and see all the wrestling fans and get a chance to thank everybody for being in attendance last week, talk to Lance and everybody. But as most of you know, I still have some commitments that were made before I before the situation occurred that I was able to come back here and wrestle full time. Some bookings, some places that I have to wrestle, that commitments that I just couldn't get out of, and today happens to be one of them. This showing on Saturday, I have to wrestle in another part of the country tonight, and so I'm having to do this interview a day early. Now, I do know one thing. I do know that Buddy Landel and Bill Dundee are in the studio live today, and I do know that they're going to hear every word I say, and I want you two jerks to listen. I want you to listen real good. Now, it's no secret to anybody that last week, the return of the King, I mean, it was overflow crowds. I haven't seen crowds like that in I don't know how long, and believe me, the electricity, the excitement that was in the air, oh boy, it was tremendous. And I want to thank each and every one of you people for being there, and I hope that I lived up to what I told you I was going to do, and believe me, I'm not through yet. Now, Dundee, you and Landel, I just want to say this. I hate your stinking guts, and you know, my parents always brought me up saying, don't hate anybody. Because no matter how bad somebody seems, there's a little bit of good in them. There's some redeeming quality. But Dundee, you and Landel have to be the exceptions to the rule. There's not 1 ounce of good in either one of you stinking jerks. And you proved that last week. You showed your true colors. When you're out in the ring, right here on television, when you're in the ring wrestling, and there's a young kid, Jeff Jarrett, 18 years old, just out of high school, and he's trying to break into professional wrestling. He's starting out the only way he knows how, learning the ropes by being the referee. And everybody has to know that the kid's scared to death in there because he's in an unfamiliar surrounding. He's trying to do the best job he can. And then Landel, you and Dundee have to take advantage of this kid and bust him up. Now, that takes real tough guys, doesn't it? That takes a real man to beat up a 17-year-old kid when you're an experienced professional wrestler. I hope you're real proud of yourselves. But that wasn't the worst of it. The worst of it was when Jerry Jarrett, Jeff's father, tries to come to his rescue, a man who everybody saw come right out here on television and explain about the disease that he had in his eyes, histoplasmosis, that cost him the complete vision of one eye and almost cost him the sight of his other eye. And then you two jerks, when you got him down, and it took 2 of you to do it, you go after that one good eye. And not only did you try to take away his sight, but you were taking away his manhood. Because you see, here was a father who's trying to come to the aid of his son, and you jerks showed him that he wasn't able to do that anymore. Well, let me tell you something. There's a word that you two idiots probably don't know the meaning of, and that word is friends. And Jerry Jarrett's got friends, brother, and I'm one of them. And a friend is a person who, when that person is hurting, his friend feels what he feels. And when I sat and watched on television and I saw Jerry Jarrett down there, and then I saw him have to go out in front of those people crying because he realized that he could no longer protect his son, that he realized that he wasn't the man that he used to be, I felt that. And all the hundreds of thousands of people, the other friends of his, felt that too. Well, let me tell you something, Dundee. I am his friend, and I'm going to do what he wasn't able to do. I'm going to come back for you. And this time, brother, there's not going to be anybody to pull me off of you. There's not going to be anybody to stop this match. You know, when Dutch won that last match, I was upset. I told the referee, no, don't stop it. Keep it going, because, Dundee, I wasn't finished with you. And believe me, I'm not finished with you. The King is coming back, brother. And I'm going to do to you what everybody is waiting for. I'm going to get rid of you once and for all. If you think last week was something, believe me, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because the people are waiting for it, Dundee. They are sick to death of you. They have had it up to here with you, and so have I. and I'm going to do something about it. When I get in the ring with you next time, Dundee, the king is back, and it's going to be all over for you and Landel.